Hi friends! I'm so happy you're here today because I will be talking about all the books I want to read in March. I was like, what am I doing here? So for March, I don't have too much stuff planned. I'm going to try to read a lot of middle grade for middle grade March and only participate in one readathon, which is a week long, and it is the Week of Weird hosted by Crystal from Fiber Artsy and Jason from Jason's Weird Reads. So I'm super excited to participate in that, and I have some stuff picked out for those prompts. So the first prompt for that readathon is Old Weird, read a weird storybook written in between 1910s and 1970s. So I'm going to stretch it a little bit and go to 1974 for Gwen in Green by Hugh Zachary. This is an environmental horror book, and this is a paperback from hell that was republished by Valancourt, and I'm super excited to read it. Has this great cover on it. I do hear it's very weird, and it will knock out one of my 23 and 23 for paperbacks from hell. Yay! And then the second prompt is New Weird, read a weird storybook written between 1980s to present, and for that I'm going with the Mary Shelley Club by, who's this by? I don't know, Goldie Boldavsky. This is, I don't want to say a Frankenstein retelling because I actually don't know too much about it, but I do know it's YA, and I hear great things about it. I hear it's a little weird, there's some sci-fi in it, so I'm super excited to read this. The third prompt is Out of This World, read a weird story book with science fiction elements. So Mary Shelley Club I'm sure would work for that, but I'm gonna do Murders of Molly Southbourne by Thomas. I don't know why I just did that. I couldn't get the words out. This is about colognes, so I'm super excited to read this. Also, it's a very, very short, and I've been meaning to read it forever. And the fourth prompt is to read a dark read, weird storybook about supernatural, with some supernatural elements like a haunting or ghost, and for that I'm going with Roser Park by Wendy Doppelmayr. This is one of the Florida Gothic series books. I've enjoyed White Ibis and They Come From Water, so I'm excited to read this. It is on Kindle Unlimited, so I'm super excited to read it. I actually heard it's really good recently, so I'm so excited. How many times can I say that? And then I am doubling up on the prompt for the last one, is to read a book with like flora and fauna and I guess leaves? What? No. Leaves, nature, I guess. And for that I'm doing Gwen in Green, which, as you can see, it is like environmental stuff is happening in it, and I will probably end up reading more in that genre too. I have kind of a vlog planned for that, but I just don't know when I'm going to get to it, so I don't know if it will happen in the readathon. But for March I definitely will be reading some eco horror. And that is it for the Week of Weird. And then Andrew from It Came From the Page is talking about doing some dinosaur reading in March, and I just kind of want to tag along for that. I think I talked about it in my book haul too, where I'll be doing like a dinosaur reading vlog as well for that. And in that I'll be reading Raptor Red by Robert T. Baker. This is from the point of view of a raptor, so super exciting. I actually hear this is really good and kind of touching story, so I'm excited for that. And Carnosaur, which I just hauled, by Harry Adam Knight. This is a Valancourt publication, and I hear it's quite gory, but it's not great. But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with like reading a dinosaur that's not like going to, like, I don't know how to put it, change my life. I'm okay with that. I'll be perfectly fine. So I'm excited to read these dinosaur books in March. And then I'm just going to talk very quickly about some middle grade that I'm planning on reading. Root Magic by Eden Royce. I'm very excited to read this. I think this takes place in Louisiana or New Orleans, so always a fun time. And then of course I have to read a Goosebumps book for middle grade, so I'm excited to read one of these Reader Beware, the You Choose the Scare type of books. And I haven't read this one yet. This is Trapped in Batwing Hall. So this is choose your own scary ending. I freaking loved these as a kid. I was always so excited to get my hands on one. And then I have a Thomas McKean book, Vampire Vacation. I think I was going to read this like when I first got it, like back in the summertime, and it never happened. So I'm excited to read this now. Alex actually said he thinks he read this as a kid, just from this cover, just bringing back memories. And then I want to read Shadow House by Dan Pabaki. This is like a, I want to say mixed media, or like you can go on the website and like go along with it in some way. But knock knock, who's dead? Her? Maybe? I don't know. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. It looks quite interactive, fun, spooky middle grade. And then the last middle grade book I want to get to is Summer of Woods, the Virginia Mysteries Book 1 by Stephen K. Smith. This is, of course, a Virginia storybook. No, this is a Virginia ghost story, middle grade story. And yeah, I hauled this, I think, from a thrift store, but I do see this at Barnes & Noble a lot, like on end caps and stuff, just because he's like a local author. So yeah, I'm excited to get to this. Okay, so those are my planned reads, and now on to the Ouija board picks. I totally forgot to do my Ouija board until I already ended this video, so if it looks a little weird, that's why I'm just cutting in here. And yeah, now I'm gonna roll twice and pick off my TBR card. Cool. Okay, so I have you on my phone right now, so it might look different, but I'm keeping it simple, and I'm only going to roll twice, and I think I left off on R. Okay, 5. So I was at R for the reaping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So W. And then I'm going to roll again. So I'm coming up on the end, so I'm just going to start and go to the beginning. Yeah, okay. Just doing, what? Is that a 4 or a 6? That's a 4. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're back at A. We're at the beginning. Ooh. Okay, so I got W and A. So it took me a minute to figure this out, but I did. Used my head. So I got picked out Mystery Walk by Robert R. McGimmon. I was supposed to read this a million years ago with Kelsey, and I never did. And this is part of my 23 and 23 paperbacks from hell. So again, I'll be knocking out 2 more paperbacks from hell, which I'm super excited for. I've been very good, and they've honestly like been some of the better books that I've read this year, other than The Other. And then Anybody Home by Michael J. Stedlinger. I'm super excited for this one. I hear great things about it. It's a home invasion book, so I'll definitely have to like pump myself up to read it, because I tend to have to seek those out all the time. But I met him and he seemed really nice, and I just heard great things, so I'm excited. I'm trying to look to see where he signed it. I'm like, I know I got this signed by him. Yes, Katrina, turn page 16. Last live well. What? So I guess I'll have to figure that out later. But yeah, these are my Ouija board picks for March. Yay! Okay, so if it looks different, I totally forgot to talk about more books that I need to read for March. So I picked Kelly from Kelly Hooked on Books from Hell book club pick for March, and that is The Disembodied by Robert W. Walker. This is a crazy sounding paperback from hell. It is available on Kindle Unlimited, so it is widely available, I guess, and I'm really excited to read it. It is about this adventurer who ends up dying or being killed. Being killed, and he is psychically still connected to his secretary. It sounds very bonkers. It sounds crazy. I'm super excited for it. It's on my 23 and 23, so I will technically be reading 3 paperbacks from hell for my 23 and 23. So I'm super excited for that. No! Oh my gosh, I will be reading 4 actually. So for also with Kelly is doing a like buddy read, like a group buddy read of the Blackwater series by Michael McDowell. This is also on my 23 and 23. So I will be knocking out a lot of paperbacks from hell in March, and I am so excited to do so. I'm a little nervous that I'm going to be going through my 23 and 23 a little fast, but hey, I guess faster the better, so I don't forget about it, because yeah, I forget about everything else. I forget everything. So yeah, I'm really excited to read Blackwater. This is by Michael McDowell. I love a Michael McDowell book. I've actually been saving the Blackwater saga for a while. I haven't got my hands on one yet because I'm trying to decide, do I want to search the 6 novels by themselves, or do I want the bind up? I haven't decided yet which direction I want to go, but I do have the audio, and I've had it for a while. I got it on sale. It's a family saga book. It is about I believe it's about a girl with powers. I might be wrong about that, but I'm trying not to know anything about it, but I hear great things about it, like all Michael McDowell books, so I am super excited to read this family saga in March, and I think that's all. I hope I'm not forgetting anything else. And you guys let me know what you're most excited to read in March, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!